Welcome to Bird Dogs Forever, the podcast. I'm Chris Hageseth. I'm your host for this. We're going to take you on several wonderful trips around the United States hunting for all kinds of upland birds behind all kinds of bird dogs. Today, we're going to head to Colorado in the early fall behind pointing Labradors after blue grouse on horseback into the Raggeds wilderness.
Throughout recorded history, dogs have shared our lives and our work. For 10,000 years, dogs have been our companions. Our friends. More than mere tools, dogs have been our partners in work and play. Come join Dr. Chris Hageseth, his wife Laurel, and their Labrador retriever Jessie as they meet and hunt with a wide variety of bird hunting dogs and their masters in a place called Bird Dogs Forever.
In September, at the beginning of the month, wing shooters from all over the United States have one thought: hunting season, and that means mourning doves. In Colorado, it means something altogether different. Look at these mountains. Look at these beautiful hills, trees, river behind me, the Crystal River, White River National Forest. We're hunting blue grouse. Blue grouse are a wonderful bird native to this area. Rex Eves is joining us, and Rex has a wonderful pointing lab named Harley. Harley's got a bunch of national titles. We're going to have a wonderful time this afternoon, all day tomorrow, horseback. Join us. You're in for a treat. So eager are we to see Harley work that we decided not to wait for pheasant season. Rather, we wanted to take to the mountains in early September and hunt for blue grouse. And Jessie joins us because there's a lot of ground to cover. I love his spirit. If I could bottle the energy that he's got. Perhaps the terrain and the birds may not show off Harley's skills to best advantage, but here we are. It's late afternoon, and this is the first time our dogs have hunted wild birds this year. Hunting season is never long enough, and so we get started early. Rex and I walk with some distance between us in order to hunt the cover more thoroughly. It is so early in the fall that the aspens are still green. No frost yet, even here at 7,000 feet. The elk have just started to bugle. The best of fall is coming upon us, even though together, Rex and I feel the solitude of the forest all around us. The outfitter who's hosting us here said that blue grouse will fly downhill when given the chance or up in a tree. And right now, Rex and Harley are working through a meadow in the aspen. Jessie and I are going to work along this logging road, because if he flushes anything, I got the good chance of it coming over my head. Let's go, Jess. The cover varies widely from aspen stands, spruce trees, dense undergrowth, and more open meadows. One truth every grouse hunter knows: when they explode, it's often a surprise to all. Rex connects, and the first bird drops.
You got it.
Harley was so deep in the cover, he never saw the fall. Even Rex and I were unsure where it was. Oh, well, I saw another one up in the tree.
Well, I dinged one and hit another one.
Well, excellent. Jessie, look at that grouse.
Thank you.
What a nice job. What a nice job. And you know what? You hit another one, and I saw it right up here.
It went right through the tree. I think two more of them are right up in here.
Okay.
If we can route them out again.
Okay. Hey.
He didn't see this and go down. He saw he followed the other one. That's why he's up in there looking.
If there is a wounded bird, as Rex and I think, Harley will retrieve it. If there's a healthy bird up there, I hope to get the shot. by golly, it's fun. This is what it's about. Being with a friend, a dog, and in the forest. Okay, Harley, find it now, guy. Rex and Harley have their work cut out for them.
Oh, I hate to have you go back up in there, bud. Let's go.
The deadfalls are everywhere.
Coming down.
Then I get the shot, and Jesse makes the retrieve. There you are. Come on, girl. Hey, my sweet dog. Let go. Good girl. Ah, a pair of fine blue grouse. Now, the rule in blue grouse hunting goes like this. The covey is a fragile thing. There's obviously a brood covey here. We've gotten 2 birds today. And with 2 birds, we're going to leave this hunting ground alone. We've got other hunting grounds, but by golly, this is nice. 2 black dogs, evening in the Colorado forest. What can you say? It's a beautiful morning, and we're here in front of Gary Hubbell's lodge, and I'm with Gary himself. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning. Nice to see you.
Gosh, comfortable sleeping here. Now, you guide for big game, trout, cutthroats,
Yes.
and of course blue grouse. And you're the only blue grouse guide listed on the bird hunting destination site in Colorado that I could find.
As far as I know, I'm the only person in Colorado that guides for blue grouse. I know another guy that guides in Utah, and that's it.
Now, how did you decide to guide for blue grouse?
Well, it's one of those things that has just become a passion. I was fortunate enough to learn how to hunt blue grouse from Mike Gould, who is the author of the book, The Labrador Shooting Dog.
Which is one of the books that, by the way, that you publish, because in your off season, you're a publisher of books.
Yes, yes. And it just became a passion.
What are we up to today?
Well, we have a great day planned. We're going to ride by horseback into a basin where I think we're going to be able to find quite a few grouse. And it's going to be probably about a 2-hour ride in, and then we'll take a little siesta there and rest the dogs up, and then we'll go up onto a mountainside, and I think we have a good chance of flushing quite a few birds.
If last night's any indication. Now, you've got a yellow lab that's a real tough mountain dog, Tess. Is she going to join us?
She's out of our program. She's out of the Gould bloodlines, and she actually belongs to one of my guides. I actually gave the dog to him, and so when something like this comes up, I have the right to use her.
You bet. Well, another lab in the field is always fun.
Well, the sun is on the peaks, and it's time to get out there, so let's go see if we can find some birds.
Okay. As Rex, Laurel, Gary, and I ride into this mountain paradise, let me share some information about pointing Labradors. The pointing trait is the result of a recessive gene that has been present in labs for the past 100 years. Since labs' primary task has been retrieving, the pointing trait was never selected out and bred for. However, as more hunters took their labs to the uplands, many were delighted with this trait, and over the past 2 decades began to selectively breed for it. Naysayers maintained that pointers should point and retrievers should retrieve. Enthusiasts of this strain of labs delight in what this dog does and find they have more fun in the field and harvest more birds too. After all, pointers have been retrieving for years, so why not let retrievers who point, if they're genetically so inclined, do it? The challenge blue grouse hold for these dogs today is whether they will hold for points or flush as the dogs approach from a distance. Our trip ascends almost 1,000 feet and covers over 6 miles, and all the time the dogs run back and forth, hunting along the way.
We're going down a real tricky little incline right here, and this is why we really train our horses well, because if you're on an untrained horse going down terrain like this, you could have a problem.
It's a fair statement to make that somebody who wants to hunt these birds with you like this have some horse experience.
Yeah, you know, you can walk them up, but it's a long day's work to walk like this.
But again, we're 10,000 feet.
You
Very
know,
few people have the fitness to do that.
I know guys that, I know about 10 people who are good grouse hunters, and that's all. I know probably 100 people who would consider themselves good pheasant hunters. Keep him coming.
I'm letting the horse make the choices here.
Yeah, let him pick his way. He knows better than you do.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Faith in sure-footed horses is not only a good idea, it's an absolute requirement.
Okay, go ahead and come on down, Laurel. Rex.
As we ride along, some blue grouse are located up in the aspens, but hunting them would not provide for a fair chase. Then, there ahead is where we're going. Pristine blue grouse country. Time for lunch and a siesta.
There's more exciting action ahead. Bird dogs forever.
Pretty spectacular stuff. The horses in that high Colorado country, a lot of fun. Now, join us next week. We're going to conclude this hunt, and you're going to get to see a lot more action than you've seen already. So visit Bird Dogs Forever at www.birddogsforever.com, and I'll see you in a week.